Hi, Cece. Good morning. Hi, good morning. Yes, might as well. All right, friends, welcome. Thanks so much for being here. Hi, come in. I don't really have any announcements, I don't think. So let's just do yoga. All right, start in seated meditation. So find a comfortable seat for yourself. You can move around a little bit if you want. Maybe stretch your arms up or roll your shoulders around, roll your head around a little bit. So take your time, but eventually find stillness. You can rest your hands in your lap, palms face down for a little more grounding, palms face up for a little more openness or receptivity. If you want to bring your hands to your heart, or one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, you're also welcome to do so. And either close your eyes or lower and soften your gaze. And just take a moment to transition from life out there to this space. So really feel yourself in this room. Feel the ground underneath you and the air, the energy around you. And start to tune into not only how you feel physically, but also how you feel energetically and emotionally and mentally. So not necessarily trying to change anything or fix anything or control anything, but just noticing how you are. Noticing what's already here, what's already happening. See if you can connect with your breath more intentionally in some way. So maybe you visualize it using your imagination. Maybe you just feel into the expansion of each inhale, and the contraction, letting go of each exhale. Next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can. And then pause in fullness and just feel that breath inside of you. See if you can even take an extra little sip. And then big open mouth sigh, let it out. Good. Do that 2 more times. So inhale, fill up. Breathe all the way down into your toes, out into your fingers, up into the crown of your head. Hold. Extra sip if it's there. And then open your mouth and release. Good. One more time. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning. Like you're waking up your body from the inside out. This time, maybe even 2 extra sips at the top. And then big open mouth sigh, let it go. Very nice. Now seal your lips. Begin to drop into Ujjayi breath. So Ujjayi is a Sanskrit word. It means victorious or vibrant. So this breath that's big and spacious and vibrant and victorious. It's powerful, strong. Comes all the way down from your belly, from your diaphragm. Every exhale, all the way to emptiness, all the way to the very, very bottom. So while this breath is big and spacious and powerful, it's also slow, steady, smooth, So it's calming and regulating for your nervous system as you move through what might be a challenging physical practice. So when you are challenged, when you are uncomfortable during your practice, your breath, these big, deep, slow, steady breaths, they're to remind your body that you are safe, that everything is okay, that discomfort is only temporary. You don't need to freak out. You can be calm. So see if you can use your breath throughout our practice today, over and over again. Come back to it and let it support you from the inside. Let it calm and regulate you. So you are more than welcome to stay right here, just breathing, just noticing your breath as long as you want to. And you're more than welcome to come back to this place at any time. If you're ready to begin moving your body, take your breath with you and come forward to hands and knees, tabletop position. And from your tabletop, just start to explore any movement that feels good or interesting or curious to your body this morning. So if you don't know where to start, cat-cows is always a good place to start. From there, you could get a little more creative or a little more intuitive. Maybe you take your hips around in great big circles. Maybe you draw figure eights with your hips. You might also just sit back into child's pose and take a few grounding breaths there. So no right or wrong. And try not to do what you always do, but feel into your body right now and see if you can respond to what you feel. Get curious about what you feel. So feel into your spine, your low back, mid back, upper back. Feel into your shoulders and your hips, even your shoulder blades on your back body. If you want to stretch your forearms or your wrists, you can spin your fingers out to the sides or back towards your knees and just gently rock side to side, forward and back, or around in little circles. Lots and lots of ways to explore from this position. Give yourself about 4 or 5 more breaths working in this way. Just feeling around. Very nice, everybody. And then eventually, we'll meet back in downward facing dog. So no rush whatsoever. Take your time. When you feel ready, start your own transition back to our first down dog of practice. Nice job. So once you're back in your dog pose, keep that exploration going. Keep feeling around. You can feel your strong foundation through your hands. So spread your fingers nice and wide. And almost imagine that you're gripping the ground with the pads of your fingertips, like you're pulling energy up from the earth. Move it through your arms and your side bodies and your spine. Feel your strong shoulders supporting you and your strong core lifting you up out of your arms. So if you can use your core in down dog, it's going to make you feel a lot lighter. So rather than all of the weight coming down into your hands and your wrists, you feel like energy is moving upwards. And if you're not quite sure how far apart your hands and your feet should be in down dog, a good way to measure is to come forward to a plank position like you're about to do a push-up. And then without moving your hands or your feet, just lift your hips and press them back. So it's perfectly fine to bend your knees a lot. It's perfectly fine to be on your tiptoes or the balls of your feet. If it feels good to straighten your legs or press your heels, work them towards the ground, go for it. And just feel all the length and all the space inside of you and breathe into it. Create more of it with your breath. Take one more big inhale, friends, into your down dog. And as you exhale, gaze forward to the top of your mat, and however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Once you've arrived, hang out for a few breaths in your fold. So maybe ragdoll your arms, grab opposite elbows. Maybe walk your hands over to one side and then the other. You could take a little bounce or a little sway or a little bob. Even in this pose, perfectly fine to have a great big bend in your knees. So even if your knees are bent, you're still getting the stretch as long as your weight is slightly forward and you're focusing on lifting your butt up towards the sky. So rather than locking out your knees and rocking back into your heels, see if you can feel your core supporting you and holding you as you lift your sit bones up. Let the crown of your head fall down. Take one more round in your forward fold. And then inhale, halfway lift position, lengthen, get all the rounding out of your back. Exhale, nice K, let it go, fold back in. And do that just one more time, halfway lift. So crown of your head reaches forward, tops of your thighs press back, sit bones broaden. Exhale, fold. And then connect to your strong core and rise all the way up. You can roll or reverse swan dive. You choose, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to your heart. Flow with your breath. Inhale, high mountain, reach, stretch. Exhale, slow dive down. So feel your core engage as you dive. Feel that connection to your center. Very nice. Halfway lift. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Nice, Deb. And exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Press into your feet, connect to your center, rise up. Inhale, reach, stretch, grow tall. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's take that one more time, half sun salute. Let your breath guide you. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, dive down. See if you can take the entire length of your exhale, then release into your fold. Beautiful, nice Marriott. Inhale, halfway lift. Feel the length in the back of your neck and the sides of your neck. Exhale, fold. And then rise. Arms to the sky. Inhale. Nice CC. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good job, everybody. This time, inhale, arms reach up. We'll take a side body stretch. So grab your left wrist with your right hand and then shift your hips over towards the windows as your upper body reaches towards the opposite wall. So more weight in your left foot. Press into the inner edge of your left foot. And if you want, you can even reach your right tiptoes out to the right. Just keep them very light. Keep your left shoulder plugged in so it's back and down. Bicep next to your ear rather than in front of your face. Take one more big deep breath. Nice, Abby. Good, Brooklyn. Inhale back through center. Grab your right wrist and then switch everything to the other side. So hips go right as your upper body reaches towards the windows. Good. Soft face, soft jaw, so nothing is forceful or aggressive. If you want, you can reach your left tiptoes out. Keep them light. Think of a crescent moon and create that shape with your body. Breathe into your right waistline and the space between your right ribs. One more round. Nice, Camille. Inhale back to center. As you exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. Squeeze shoulder blades towards your spine. Try not to lock out your elbows and reach your hands back away from your body. And then only if you want, you can add a little baby back bend. Press your hips forward as you hug in with your inner thighs. Puff up your heart. Maybe tilt your chin up just a bit. And feel the opening in the front of your heart and the front of your shoulders. Take one more inhale into that space. As you exhale, keep your hands clasped, hinge at your hips all the way down into your fold. Let your neck relax, let your head be heavy. So if it helps, bend your knees more to let your neck relax. See if you can lift your sit bones up using the strength in your core. See if you can lift your knuckles up using the mobility in your shoulders. Take one more inhalation. And then with your exhalation, hands to your low back. Release your clasp, let your arms hang down. You can give them a little shake out or give your head a little shake out. Inhale, halfway lift, realign your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank pose. So top of your push-up, take an inhale, push the ground away. Find your strength first. And then exhale, strong straight line, lower all the way down. Good. Find any back bend you would like, any heart opener you would like. And give yourself a couple breaths or so. Just feel the stretch in your front body. And then eventually downward facing dog is where we'll end up. Ujjayi breath, so feel it and hear it, about 5 rounds. You can move around and explore if you want to. You can just be still if you'd rather. Even in stillness, there's so many little micro movements happening inside. So many little micro adjustments you can make. So they're very, very small, but they change the way the pose feels a lot. So see if you can get curious. See if you can find something new in your down dog. See if you can be more efficient in your body. So engage more to actually effort less. Big, spacious, powerful breath. So bend your knees a lot. And then with your knees bent, press back. Yeah, just like that. Take one more inhale. Lift your hips really high as you push the ground away. And exhale, gaze forward, step, tiptoe, or hop, top of your space, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow, release. And then rise all the way up. Inhale, arms extend. Hands to your heart. Exhale. All right, we will build our flow now. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, this little baby back bend. Cactus your arms, curl open, squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. Inhale, re-extend, realign, feel into neutral pelvis, neutral spine. And then exhale, chair plane pose. So sit back and reach back. As you sit back right now, the weight is in your heels. You should be able to pick up your toes and spread them. So instead of knees going forward, your butt is going back. And then rather than rounding, nice Dante, see if you can keep your heart lifted like you're in a little cobra pose. Yes, so good. So feel the strength in your back body, feel your shoulder blades squeezing around your spine. Stay where you're at, or option to float up to your tiptoes. So if you lift to your tiptoes, you'll have more range of motion in your legs now. See if you can bend your knees a little more and sit a little lower. Nice, Kate. Take one more round here, friends. And maybe stay on your tiptoes. Inhale, high mountain. So balance challenge, as tall as you can grow. Possibly stay on your tiptoes as you take your slow dive down. So stick your butt out behind you. Use your core to help you balance. Yes, nice steppy cut. Heels on the ground, halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank, move through your vinyasa however you would like to. See you in down dog. So you can always skip it. You can take it on your knees, substitute cat-cows. Downward facing dog. Big, deep breaths. All right, from your dog pose, inhale, take your right leg high. And see if you can keep your hips square for now. So inner thighs face each other. Your right toes face towards the ground. So I don't care so much about height. Go for length, strength, and power. So your right leg is so strong. If I came over and tried to push it down, it would not even move. Take one more inhale as you press up with your right foot. Press down through your fingertips. And exhale, keep your hips high, knee towards your nose. If your hips are high, you should have plenty of space in front of you. Step forward softly. Low lunge. Good job. Take a moment today, friends, and just move around. So feel into your legs. Maybe bring your back knee down, maybe straighten your front leg, maybe open your front hip. So just like we intuitively explore from hands and knees, do the same thing here. Yeah, good. Your next couple breaths, no hurry. We'll meet up in crescent lunge, high lunge. And start your transition whenever you're ready. All of your toes face forward. Eye on the ball of your back foot. So if it feels like your back heel is almost on the ground, maybe widen your stance just a little bit. And then rather than sinking into your hips, hug in towards midline so you're stabilizing. So front hip draws back, back hip draws forward. You feel really strong and stable through your legs. Yes. And then with your strong, stable foundation, feel into your upper body as your expression of this pose today. So whatever you're doing with your hands, your fingers, it's intentional. Whatever you're doing with your face and with your gaze, it's intentional. See if you can feel a little tone in your low belly, like you're pulling your belly button in and up. So it's like there's a brace around your middle supporting your low back. It's your transverse abdominis engagement. Take one more inhale, maybe reach higher, maybe gaze up. And then as you exhale, we will twist. Left arm goes forward, right arm goes back. Bend your back knee to a hover. So back knee either hovers above the ground, or if you want to modify, you can absolutely set your back knee down gently. Otherwise, your back knee is hovering, and imagine you're trying to drag your back thigh forward. And at the same time, you're trying to drag your front hip back. Broaden through your shoulders. Imagine your arms are great big wings, so make them big and wide. Reach through your fingertips. If you want a little extra, see if you can gaze back over your right shoulder behind you. Take one last round, maybe get a little lower or twist a little further. As you inhale, unwind, crescent lunge. Straighten your back leg, and if you want, you can straighten your front leg too. Squeeze through the front of your thighs. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Root through your front foot, standing split, so left leg lifts, just like a one-legged forward fold. It's fine if your hip opens. It's fine if you keep your hips square. Neither is necessarily right or wrong. They're just different ways to work the pose. Try not to sink into your outer right hip, but hug in with your right inner thigh and feel a connection to your strong core. Hands are just there to help with balance. If you want to put weight in your hands, maybe you even start to play with handstand hops. So variations are welcome. If you want to wrap your right arm behind your right leg, hand behind ankle, forearm behind calf, elbow behind knee, go for it. Wherever you are working, big, deep breaths. Yes, awesome. Good variations, you guys. Take one more inhale here. Maybe lift your left leg a little higher. And then as you exhale, set your left foot down next to right foot at the top of your space. You can give your right leg a little shake out if it needs or wants it. Bring your big toes together so they touch. Little gap in between your heels, tuck and curl, tiny little potato bug ball. So butt towards the ground and nose towards your knees. You can choose to lift your heels up high. That will work strength and balance. Or you can choose to press your heels towards the ground. That will work ankle flexibility. Maybe you even try wrapping your arms around your shins. Give yourself a hug, a squeeze. Breathe into your back body, back of your heart, back ribs, low back. Get as small and compact as you can with your exhalations. Take one last deep breath here. And then with your next inhale, halfway lift. Heels down, stick your butt out and lengthen your spine. You can widen your feet if you want. Exhale, bow and fold. And then root through your feet, take it all the way up to stand. Inhale your arms to the sky, high mountain, pause here. So check in with the way you are standing. Notice your own imbalances. So for me, I tend to stick my butt out and flare my ribs forward. For others, you might be tucking your tailbone, rounding through your upper back. So find your most neutral pelvis, most neutral spine, and then stay rooted through your right foot. Lift your left knee up, standing staff. So right foot is your base, left knee lifts. Flex through your left toes. Good. Active weight is easier to hold, so make that left foot active. Take one more inhale as you reach high. Exhale, Twist towards the windows, right arm forward, left arm back. You can grab your outer left thigh or knee with your right hand, or you can press your left hand into your low back. So use your hands as a little bit of leverage. We'll eventually get to the full variation of this pose. So unless you want to do it now, promise we'll get to it later. See if you can stay broad through your shoulders and your collarbones. Stay tall through your spine. Keep hugging in with your inner thighs. Nice, Hannah. Maybe gaze back over your left shoulder for an extra balance challenge. Take one last breath. Inhale back to standing staff. So unwind, arms reach up, maybe left leg extends forward. Try not to lean back. And then like you're moving in slow motion, low lunge. See if you can touch your fingers and toes down at the exact same time. So hands come down to frame your front foot. Back toes to the ground. Once your back toes are on the ground, set your back knee down. And then unthread your right leg. Take it back behind you. So right leg reaches back. See if you can create a little smiley face from the crown of your head back to your heel. So not by lifting your head, but by lifting your heart. And then use your inner thigh strength to lift your heel behind you. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, right knee towards your nose, round and hollow out, push the ground away. Inhale, re-extend your right leg back. Check in with your left toes, curl them under if they're not already. Exhale, you can do that again, or little rock forward, humble cow. So bend your elbows, let your chin kiss the ground. Inhale, push all the way back and up, three-legged down dog. Open up your right hip here. So bend your knee, reach your knee out and up. This should feel relatively good. You can stay here if you prefer. Otherwise, one more inhale here. And exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Inhale, three-legged dog. See if you can open your hip again. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Get as high as you can. Nice, Cam. Inhale, three-legged dog. This time, square hips, square hips. Exhale, either straight to down dog or rock forward. Take your variation of plank to chaturanga. You can set your right foot down or even bring your knees down. Inhale, lift your heart. Take your time, extra breath if you want it. And eventually regular downward facing dog. Just take a moment, notice, feel. Right side versus left side. Right leg versus left leg. Maybe big open mouth sigh. All right, inhale, left leg to the sky. Square hips, so inner thighs face one another. Left toes face down towards the ground. See if you can feel the front of your left thigh, your quad muscle firing up. So straight, strong, and powerful through your left leg. Keep lifting from your center. Relax your neck. Feel your neck as an extension of your spine. One more inhale. Nice, Brooklyn. Keep your hips high. Knee towards your nose as you exhale. So don't let your hips drop down. All that space in front of you. Step forward. Low lunge. Take a few breaths to explore on this side. Feel around. Feel your legs. Doesn't have to be exactly what you did on the other side. And in your next couple rounds, high crescent lunge is where we're headed. So start your transition, your own time. Strong, stable legs. So rather than sinking into your legs, hug in, find midline, and feel that strong foundation through your legs. Upper body then is your expression of the pose. So you don't have to do anything fancy. Just feel everything there is to feel. Feel your fingers. What are you doing with your facial muscles? What are you doing with your gaze? What are you doing with your heart? Can you feel your breath flowing through every little space? Take one more inhale. Very nice. As you exhale, twist, right arm forward, left arm back knee bends to a hover. So if you want to bring your back knee down, of course, you're always welcome to. Otherwise, back knee is hovering. And imagine you're trying to pull your back thigh forward. Imagine you're trying to pull your front hip back. So feel your inner thighs hugging in and twist from your center. Broaden through shoulders and collarbones. Reach your big wings. Maybe even gaze back over your left shoulder behind you one last round. Inhale back to crescent lunge. So reach up, straighten your back leg. Also, invitation to straighten your front leg if you want to. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Standing split. So left foot is your foundation, right leg lifts. Just like a one-legged forward fold, that's all it is. Let your neck relax the same way you would in a forward fold. And feel your right toes all the way up there. Can you wiggle them around? Can you spread them apart? Is there energy flowing all the way up into your right toes? Variations are welcome. So if you want to take handstand hops, nice Sue. If you want to wrap your left arm behind your left leg, go for it. So feel your pose on this side in this moment. Nice, CC. Take one more in breath. Maybe lift your right leg a teeny tiny bit higher. Exhale, set your right foot down, top of your space. You can give your left leg a little shake out if you'd like. Then bring your big toes together, little gap in between your heels, tuck and curl. Stay in your little tiny potato bug ball like we did before. Or this time, if you'd like, invitation to turn it into a toe stand. So balancing on your toes, point your knees straight forward, bring your hands to your heart. Hug in with your inner thighs and inner knees. So hugging towards midline will help you balance. Take about 2 more rounds wherever you're working. Really nice, everyone. Next time you inhale, heels down, spine long, so halfway lift position. Widen your feet if you want to. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet and rise. Take it all the way up. Arms reach up, pause in your high mountain. Check in. Notice your imbalances. Find your most neutral pelvis, your most neutral spine. And then left hand is your foundation, or excuse me, left foot is your foundation, right knee lifts. Standing staff. Flex your toes back and active towards your shin. Hug in with your inner thighs. Tone your lowest, deepest abdominals, that transverse abdominis muscle. See if you can feel it. Take one more in-breath as you reach high. And then exhale, twist. Left arm goes forward, right arm reaches back. If you want to bring left hand to right leg or right hand to low back, please feel free. So you can use your hands as gentle leverage. Stay open and broad through your shoulders and collarbones. Keep hugging in with your inner thighs and keep standing tall. So crown of your head is drawing up. Keep breathing big and spacious. One last round here. As you exhale, work your twist. Inhale, back to standing staff. Maybe you extend your right leg forward and then slowly, mindfully, low lunge. See if you can land softly, fingers and toes at the exact same time. From low lunge, back knee comes down gently. Take your left leg back behind you. Imagine you're trying to create that smiley face shape. So lift your heart using the mobility in your mid and your upper back. Nice, CC. And then lift your heel using your inner thigh strength. Check in with your right toes, the foot that's on the ground. Curl your toes under. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Round and hollow out. Push the ground away. Inhale, re-extend, left leg back. You can do that again, or this time, humble cow, little rock forward. Bend your elbows, chin kisses the ground. As you inhale all the way back and up, push all the way back and up, three-legged down dog. Open your left hip. Great place to stay. Stay right here, or one more inhale here. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, little twist. Use your obliques, those side abdominals. Inhale, three-legged. See if you can peel your hip open again. Exhale, left to left. So left knee, left armpit. Yes, inhale, three-legged. This time square hips, long through your left leg. And exhale, straight to down dog or rock forward. Take your vinyasa. Good. You can take it any way you'd like. You can set your left foot down or even set your knees down. Back bend of choice. Give yourself an extra breath or two if you feel like it. And then either down dog or give yourself a resting pose, child's pose, embryo, heroes. So that is our flow for today. We're going to move through it a couple more times. We will go faster. So it will be one breath, one movement, but it does not mean that we speed through it and forget to breathe. It means we use our slow, intentional breath to move slowly and intentionally from pose to pose. So if I'm ever cueing too slow, see if you can breathe slower and breathe bigger and breathe deeper than you even thought you could. Move with your breath, let your breath guide you. But anytime you just want to take a break or you just want to do your own thing, that is always fine with me. So please listen to your own body and honor your own needs. If you are joining me, downward facing dog, Ujjayi breath. All right, inhale, lift your hips super high, push the ground away. And exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, step or hop, forward fold. Inhale, spinal extension, lengthen. Exhale, bow, let it go. And then all the way up, rise. Inhale, your arms extend. And exhale, hands to your heart center. All right, here we go, friends. Inhale, high mountain. Baby back bend. Exhale, cactus. Your arms curl open. Inhale, re-extend and realign. Reach up. Exhale, you choose chair plane or pop up onto your tiptoes for drinking bird. Maybe stay on your tiptoes, high mountain. So as tall as you can grow, reach. Possibly stay on your tiptoes for that big balance challenge. Slow dive down, stick your butt out and use your core to help you balance. It's totally fine if you shake or wobble. Inhale, heels on the ground, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. So try to keep that exhale going or even hold empty as you lower. Nice abs. Inhale, curl open, peel your heart open, shoulders back and down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Use your strong core. Exhale, step your right foot through as soft as you can. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise. Exhale, turbo twist. Left arm forward, right arm back knee bends. Inhale, back to crescent. Maybe straighten both of your legs if you feel so inclined. Squeeze through the fronts of your thighs. Exhale, hands come down. Right foot roots down. Inhale, standing splits. Left leg lifts. Thanks, Kate. Exhale, straight to your tiny little potato bug ball. So bring your big toes together, tuck and curl. Get small and compact. Inhale, halfway lift. Heels down, spine long. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet and rise. As you inhale, arms reach up and left knee lifts up. Exhale, twist towards the windows. Right arm forward, left arm back. You can grab your leg if you want to, all the way to empty in your breath. Inhale, back to standing staff. Reach up, maybe extend your left leg forward. Exhale, slowly and softly, low lunge. Back knee comes down once you've landed. Inhale, three-legged tabletop. Right leg reaches back. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Round, curl in. Left toes are curled under. Inhale, re-extend. And then one more like that. Or exhale, humble cow, little push-up. Inhale, all the way back and up. Three-legged down dog. Open your right hip. Feel free to stay and hold, or for more core, right knee, left elbow. Yes, inhale back up, open your hip. One more time here. And then right to right, aim for your armpit nice and high. Inhale, three-legged, this time square hips. Exhale, straight to down dog or rock forward, plank to chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, down dog. Good job, friends. Left leg to the sky, lengthen. And exhale, step through as soft as you can. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise. Heart lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, turbo twist. Right arm forward, left arm back, bend your back knee. Beautiful, nice K. Inhale, back to crescent. Maybe straighten both of your legs. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Left foot is your foundation. Standing splits, lift your right leg high. As you exhale, tiny little potato bug ball, big toes touch, get small and compact all the way to emptiness. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, heels down, spine long. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet and rise. Inhale, reach up, lift your left or right knee up. Right knee lifts. Exhale, twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Grab your leg if you want. Inhale, back to standing staff. Arms reach up. Maybe you extend right leg forward. And then slowly, softly, low lunge. Once you've landed, back knee comes down gently. Inhale, three-legged tabletop, left leg back. You got it. Nice steppy cut. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Round, curl in, belly button pulls in and up. Inhale, re-extend, check in. Right toes are tucked under. Exhale again like that, or humble cow. Yes, inhale all the way back and up. Use your strength. Three-legged down dog. Open your left hip. Stay and hold, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Little twist. You got it. Inhale, three-legged. Left to left as you exhale. Try not to let your butt sink down. Nice, Cam. Inhale, three-legged, square hips this time. And either straight to down dog or exhale, rock forward, chaturanga. Take it however you'd like. Inhale, lift your heart, stretch your front body. And exhale, downward facing dog. That's one time through. We've got one more. And this time I'm going to change a few things up, add a few things in. So just like you've been doing, stay present. Listen to my cues. They are invitations, so take what works and leave the rest behind. Maybe a big sigh out your mouth would feel really nice. All right, one more big inhalation into your dog pose. Exhale, gaze to the top of your space. Forward fold, however you like to get there. Halfway lift, spine long, back of your neck long. Nice step and exhale, bow, fold. Root through your feet, connect to your center, rise. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, last round. Inhale, high mountain. Listen here. Grab left wrist with right hand. Side body stretch, up and over. Inhale through center. Switch your grip. Grab right wrist. And then up and over on this side towards the windows, all the way to emptying your breath. Inhale back to center. Baby back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms. Curl open. Puff up your chest. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Feel neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. Lift your heels. Maybe one more time. Keep your heels lifted. High mountain. So super tall. Yes. Maybe keep your heels lifted as you take your slow dive all the way down and fold. Beautiful. Heels on the ground. Ardha Uttanasana. Breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. So see if you can keep that exhale going or hold empty. Inhale, heart lifts. Shoulders back and down. Try not to lock out your elbows. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high, strong and powerful. Exhale, step through as soft as possible, low lunge. Inhale, crescent rise. Exhale, turbo twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Now pause here, your back knee is bent. Bring your right forearm across your low back. Square your gaze and your shoulders forward. Reach your left arm up and slightly back. So puff up through your chest. Work a little baby back bend. Feel the length all the way down your left side. One more in breath. Exhale, bring your left hand down. Reach your right arm up. You're in revolve lunge. You can choose to stay in revolve lunge or turn it into a variation of revolve triangle. So start to work your front leg towards straight. Lift your right butt cheek up and press the top of your right thigh back. Get that right leg as straight as you can. Keep squeezing through your inner thighs. Keep twisting from your center. Maybe gaze up at your right hand. Take one last round. And then end of your exhale, let it go. Hands to the ground, root into your right foot, standing splits, left leg lifts. Now listen, you can stay here in standing splits or open up towards the windows for balancing half moon. So stack left hip on top of right. Left arm might reach up towards the sky. Yes, beautiful, you guys. Back foot is active and back leg is strong. So it's like you're karate kicking with your back leg and it got frozen in space. Take one more big inhale. And then exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. We'll take an extra breath. So bring your big toes to touch, tuck and curl. One full round here, just resetting. Next inhale, halfway lift, heels down, spine long. Widen your stance if you want to. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet and rise. Inhale, reach up, lift your left knee up. Exhale, twist towards the windows, right arm forward, left arm back, and this time we'll pause. This is your opportunity to work the full variation. So if you'd like, right hand grabs left foot. I like the outer edge. You go for peace fingers around your big toe. Start to extend your left leg forward, pressing through your heel. And only extend as much as you can without rounding your spine. So lengthen your spine is your first priority. Squeeze your inner thighs, breathe down into your belly. One last round, your personal fullest expression. Nice, Hannah. Inhale, unwind, arms reach up, maybe left leg extends if it hasn't already. And then exhale, slowly, low lunge, land softly. Back knee comes down. Right leg reaches back, breathe in. Last time here. Exhale, knee towards your nose, curl in. Feel your core engage, navel to spine. Inhale, re-extend. Left toes are curled under behind you. One more like that, or exhale into your humble cow. Inhale, all the way back and up, three-legged down dog. Open up your right hip. This time, if you'd like, option 2, flip your dog. So rather than those knee to elbows, find your back bend. Yes. Lift your hips. Breathe down into your belly. Nice Camille, nice Dante. One more big inhale. And then everybody, regular down dog. Just both hands, both feet on the ground. Walk it out. Please feel free to keep walking it out. Or if you'd like, inhale, rock forward, high plank. You can hover your right leg if you feel so inclined. And then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips, down dog. You are almost there. One more side. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Softly, left foot forward, low lunge. Nice, Cam. Rise, crescent, inhale. Exhale, turbo twist. Right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends. And then pause right here. Bring your left forearm across your low back. Square your gaze and your shoulders forward. Reach your right arm up and slightly back. See if you can feel this coming from your mid and your upper back. not your low back. So it's different than leaning back. It's a curling open. Feel the length of your right side from your fingertips all the way down through the front of your hip. One more in-breath. Beautiful, friends. And then right hand comes down. Left arm reaches up. You're in revolve lunge. Please feel free to stay in revolve lunge or turn it into a variation of revolve triangle. So start to work your front leg straight by lifting your left butt cheek up, 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 and pressing the top of your left thigh back, 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 back. Squeeze your inner thighs and twist from your center. Spine stays long. Yes. Take one more breath, working your pose to your edge. And then very end of that exhale, let it go, unwind, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits, right leg lifts. You're welcome to stay in your standing splits or open it up, balancing half moon. So left hand on the ground or a block, right hand to right hip or right arm to the sky. Stack right hip on top of left. Let your heart open, let your hips open. Press with your back foot like you're stomping it on an invisible wall. So feel length in all directions and breathe into that length. Create more of it. One more big inhale. So nice. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Take an extra round here. Reset. All right. Inhale, halfway lift. Heels down, spine parallel to the ground. Exhale, bow and fold. Rise. Inhale, reach up. Lift your right knee up. And exhale, twist. Left arm forward, right arm back. This is where we'll pause. Go for the full variation if you would like. Grab your right foot. Start to extend your right leg. Do it slowly. So rather than just flinging yourself into the pose, you're connected to your center. Your inner thighs hug in. You're pressing through your heel, flexing through your toes, broaden through your shoulders and collarbones. Take one last round, working your pose from the inside out. Inhale, unwind, standing staff, reach up, maybe extend right leg if you haven't. Exhale, slowly, low lunge, soft landing if possible. Bring your back knee down gently. Inhale, three-legged tabletop, left leg reaches back, lift your heart. And exhale, knee to nose, curl in, round, push the ground away. Inhale, re-extend, right toes are curled under. Another one like that, or humble cow. Exhale. Inhale, all the way back and up. Three-legged down dog. Open your left hip. And then this time, if you would like, flip your dog. Left foot comes down. Open through your front body. Keep a little tone in your belly, even as you're in this back bend. So it's supporting your low back. And then breathe big, spacious breaths all the way down into your abdominal wall. One more inhale. And then come back, everybody, regular down dog. Walk it out. Please feel free to keep walking it out. Or next inhale, rock forward, high plank. Maybe you hover left leg. Exhale, lower slowly. Inhale, heart lifts, back bend of choice. And then either down dog or great place for a child's pose or hero's pose or any other pose that will just give you a moment to feel. So feel your body. Feel the energy flowing through you, through your arms and your legs, up and down the length of your spine. Feel yourself a lot as an energetic being, not just a physical being. Good job, everybody. Rise up to your hands and your knees, tabletop position. All right, from your tabletop, we'll move into a modified side plank on our right side. So right hand is your base, pivot on your right knee. So your right foot comes to the outside of your yoga mat like a little kickstand behind you. And then left arm reaches up. Open up towards the windows. Left foot can stay on the ground or left leg could float up. Make your left leg strong, left foot active. Maybe left arm reaches forward. So feel into the length of your long left side. Stay here, or your final option, bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot. And then use gentle leverage to work your pose. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. See if you can let your heart look up a little bit more. Press your hips forward. Breathe big and spacious. Last round. Yay, good job, you guys. Slowly release back to hands and knees. And then from hands and knees, moving towards thread the needle. So invitation if you want to gate your right leg out to the right. It's like a half wide-legged straddle with your right leg. Left arm out to the left, all the way up. Inhale here. And then exhale. Thread your left arm underneath you. Come down to rest gently on the outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. If you don't like having your right leg extended, then just set your right knee back down. No big deal. Work it however you would like. So you could wrap your right arm behind you. You could push into the ground with your right fingertips. You could interlace your right fingers with your left fingers. Just kind of gently tug on your left arm. Big deep breaths. Good job, everybody. Last couple of rounds here. All right, if you do have your right hand lifted, set it back down. On an inhale, unthread your left arm, reach it out and up as high as you can. And then exhale, left hand down, pick up your right leg, reach it back, straight back behind you, and then right toes off the left edge of your mat. Sway your hips over to the right, gaze back over your left shoulder. Lengthen through your right side, and you can lean into it. You can bend one or both elbows. Feel around. One more deep breath. And then back to tabletop. Back to downward facing dog. If you want to move through your own quick vinyasa, you're welcome to. Inhale your right leg to the sky. And exhale, step your right foot to the top of your space. And we're going to go straight into a wide-legged forward fold. So walk your hands over to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your hips. And then rise all the way up to a standing position. Once you're standing, pivot your heels in and your toes out. Bend your knees so you come into a wide-legged squat, hands to your thighs. So you want your knees right over your ankles. You can look down and adjust if needed. And then try to press your knees towards the wall behind you and sit as low as you can. Inhale, standing cow. Stick your butt out and lift your heart. Open through your front body. Exhale, twist towards the back of the room. Your right shoulder dips down. Gaze over left shoulder. Take a full round of breath. Hold here. Stay low in your legs. Keep pressing your knees wide. Inhale through center. Heart lifts. And then as you exhale, twist towards the front of the room. Full round, hold. Staying low in your legs. One more time each side. Inhale through center. And then exhale, twist towards the back, all the way to empty. Inhale, center, so a little bit faster this time. Exhale, twist towards the front. Very nice. Inhale, center. Straighten out your legs. Parallel your feet. Arms reach up, breathe in. And then exhale all all the way down, wide-legged forward fold. Hang out here for a few rounds. Anywhere you'd like to go, any way you want to explore. Good job, everyone. Last couple rounds. Into a halfway lift with your fingertips or your hands on the ground. So bend your knees as much as you need and crawl your hands to the top of your space. It's a low lunge. And from your low lunge, set your back knee down gently. Take your right leg back behind you. Pivot on your left knee. So your left foot comes to the outside of your mat. You're in modified side plank. Reach your right arm up. Opening up towards the right side of the room. Perfect. And if you want to put your right foot on the ground, totally fine. Otherwise, right leg is strong and powerful. Maybe reach your right arm forward. Work the length in your right side. And then only if you would like, only if it will serve you, bend your right knee and reach back, grab hold of your foot. Gently work your pose with leverage. So kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. See if you can let your heart look up a little more. So rather than your foot going up, foot goes straight back, hips go forward, heart looks up. One last deep breath. Yes. And then slowly release, tabletop, hands and knees. Extend your left leg out to the left. Toes face forward, sole of your foot presses down as best you can. Right arm out and all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, thread your right arm through. You can lean forward if you need to get your shoulder and head to the ground. Even though your shoulder and head are on the ground, not all of your weight is coming down. Feel that lifting up from your strong core. That invisible rope attached to your belly button is pulling up. If you don't like having your left leg extended, just set your left knee down. Big, expansive inhales. All the way to empty with your exhale. Good job. Last couple rounds. Your left hand is lifted. Bring it back to the earth. On an inhalation, unthread your right arm. Reach it up one more time. See if you can reach even higher. And the right hand down. Pick up your left foot. Swing your left toes off the right edge of your mat. Sway your hips left as you gaze over your right shoulder. Working the length in your left side. Sometimes I like to round a little bit or arch a little bit. One last deep breath. Then let it go back to tabletop. Back to downward facing dog. And again, if you want a quick vinyasa, you can take it. All right, from your down dog, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left foot forward. And then once again, straight into that wide-legged forward fold. So walk your hands over to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. This time we're gonna do something completely different. So with your fingertips on the ground, you can ignore me and do your own thing if you'd rather. With your fingertips on the ground, start to crawl them towards the back of your mat as you bend your back knee. This might be where you stay, or you can go for full Skandasana. So turn your left toes towards the back edge of your mat, or your right toes towards the back edge of your mat. Sorry, I lied. And then left toes pivot up towards the sky. So you're on your left heel, the back of your left heel. Try to keep your right heel down if possible. If it needs to lift, that's fine. And then if you can, lift your hands off the ground. So feel the muscle energy in your legs. Take 1 or 2 more deep breaths on this side. Yeah, flex your toes. Those left toes, flex them back and active. And we'll switch to the other side so you can crawl your hands through center. Bend your left knee. Pivot your left toes towards the front edge of your mat. Right toes towards the sky. So you're on your right heel. And if possible, left heel is still on the ground. Energetically, imagine you're trying to drag your heels towards each other. Maybe lift your hands up. Couple more breaths. Nice job. And then when you feel even on both sides, back to your wide-legged straddle, anywhere you want to go for a few more rounds. Good, everybody. Open mouth sighs are more than welcome. Just a couple more rounds. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Crawl your hands forward, low lunge. And then from low lunge, just step your front foot back, plank pose. Inhale at the top of your push-up, push the ground away. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift your heart. And you choose one last down dog or child's pose. So give yourself just a moment here, wherever you have chosen to be. And then take your time, so no rush. In your next few breaths, find your way all the way down onto your back. You can face whichever direction you'd like. Once you're on your back, just gently draw your knees towards your belly and take a little rock. Nice, easy. After a few little rocks, just set your feet on the ground with your knees bent. We'll take supine pigeon today. So keep your left foot on the ground, extend your right leg up, flex your toes back towards your shin, and then figure 4, outer right ankle, top of your left thigh. So right ankle, top of left thigh. If this feels like enough, stay here. Otherwise, lift your left foot and grab hold behind your left thigh. Draw in with your arms, but resist with your legs. So don't just pull as hard as you can on your legs and round and lift your head. Try to keep your most neutral spine. And then if you still want more, you could turn this into a supine cow face pose. So right knee on top of left knee, and then reach up and grab your ankles or the outer edges of your feet. Yeah. Yeah. And then if you do have hold of your feet or your ankles, gently draw your feet towards you as you press your knees away. If you're holding your feet, get your shins as close to parallel with the ground as you can. Big, spacious breaths. Take about 3 more rounds here. And then however you want to switch to the other side, just take your time to switch to the other side. So in between, maybe you want a full body stretch. Maybe you want to hug your knees in, take a little rock. Yeah, or windshield wiper your knees side to side. And just eventually find your supine pigeon variation on the left side. Same options. Good job, friends. So stay as long as you'd like. But when you feel pretty even on both sides, ease your way out and take any little counter poses, anything that would feel good. So again, maybe a full body stretch, maybe squeezing your knees in, maybe a happy baby. And then give yourself about 10 rounds of breath to finish off your own practice, however you would like to. So maybe you want a supine twist, maybe you want an inversion, maybe you're done and you just want to go into Shavasana. So completely up to you. See if you can ask your body what it needs, what it wants. Go there. As you do start to make your way eventually into your final relaxation, please no rush. You can start to let your breath dissipate, become effortless. Take your time. Eventually find your way into your final resting pose. So traditionally that's corpse pose with your legs extended, arms out to your sides. If there's any other position that will allow you to just really settle and relax, then you're welcome to go there instead. As you find your way into Shavasana, I will share a poem with you. This is by David White, and it's called Self-Portrait. It does not interest me if there is one God or many gods. I want to know if you belong or feel abandoned, if you can know despair or see it in others. I want to know if you are prepared to live in the world with its harsh need to change you. If you can look back with a firm eye, saying, "This is where I stand." I want to know if you know how to melt into that fierce heat of living, falling toward the center of your longing. I want to know if you are willing to live day by day with the consequence of love and the bitter, unwanted passion of your sure defeat. I have heard that in that fierce embrace, even the gods speak of God. It does not interest me if there is one God or many gods. I want to know if you belong or feel abandoned, if you can know despair or see it in others. I want to know if you are prepared to live in the world with its harsh need to change you. If you can look back with a firm eye, saying, "This is where I stand." I want to know if you know how to melt into that fierce heat of living, falling toward the center of your longing. I want to know if you are willing to live day by day with the consequence of love and the bitter, unwanted passion of your sure defeat. I have heard that in that fierce embrace, even the gods speak of God. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Just start to slowly and gently bring movement back into your physical body. So you're ready, roll to either side, fetal position. Just use your arms to guide you up slowly into seated meditation, right back where we began. So sit up tall, close your eyes, gather your hands to your own heart. And we'll close our practice with one big group Om. So I would love for you to join me. If you'd rather just listen, that's fine too. So start by exhaling, empty out, clear your throat if you need to. And then breathe in your voice, fill up with it. Thank you so much, friends, for showing up, for letting me guide you. Namaste. Thanks, everybody. And those of you who got here before me, thanks for your patience. Whoops. I'll be here all week, so hope to see you again soon. Bless. Thanks, Beth.